I'm Barry Banther, author of A Leader's Gift, How to Earn the Right to be Followed. I'm often asked, is there a magic bullet in leading others? Well, there are no magic bullets in life, but there is a gift that comes pretty close. It's the gift of appreciation. When your employees, when the people you lead come to work every day, they're faced with mirrors. The minute they walk in the building, someone holds up a mirror and says, "You're not smart enough for this job." Someone else holds up a mirror and says, "You're too old for this job." Someone else holds up a mirror and says, "I don't like the way you approach this job." There's criticism all day long. How many times do you think one of your employees have parked their car in the parking lot, headed in and thought to themselves, "I can't wait till somebody criticizes me today"? We've got this notion, this crazy assumption, that people actually do improve based on the amount of criticism they receive. But I don't even have to give you the evidence. You know intuitively it doesn't work. There's another way, there's a better way, and it's called the gift of appreciation. Now, when you're working with someone, you can either appreciate them genuinely, I'll show you how in a moment, or you can flatter them. I'm going to give you examples of both and see if you can tell which one's flattery and which one's appreciation. Here's the first one. "Larry, of all the people that have worked for me, you're one of the best." Now here's the second one. "Larry, here's a strength I've seen in you. You have the ability to really plan ahead. You know that project we were doing last week? And you spent the time, you made the investment to get all the plans together and share those plans with everyone else so that when we came to the meeting, we were prepared to actually make decisions and execute. That's a real gift you have, that gift of planning, and it's very valuable to our team. I appreciate that." Now, which one of those was flattery and which one of those was genuine, sincere appreciation? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Let me challenge you. Never flatter people. Don't flatter your children. You're a good kid. What does that mean? Flattery is usually rooted in manipulation. I'm trying to butter you up is the phrase we use. Let's look at the latter one and see how the gift of appreciation is different. And at aleadersgift.com, we give you all sorts of tools to help you do this. And in the book, my book, A Leader's Gift, I give you examples of how this is the most powerful tool of motivating others. And so in that second example, I did two things. First, I shared with Larry his strength. I said, "Larry, a strength I see in you is your ability to plan." Now, if I didn't go any further than that, that's better than just flattery. But I went a step further. I gave him specific evidence. I said, "Do you remember that project we were doing last week and how you got prepared and invested the time and shared those with all of us so that by the time we got to the meeting, we were ready to make a decision and to execute on it?" See the difference? A genuine comment, a genuine word of appreciation is rooted in two things. Here is the strength or the skill or the gift that I see that you have, and then here's the evidence of it. Now there's something a little more subtle though that just happened. We really do teach people how to treat us, don't we? Take Larry, for example. When I gave that illustration of Larry that I just shared with you, it's as though I reached over and underneath his scalp and hit the button that said eject, and I slid in a CD and I pushed play. And Larry heard in his head, Barry believes that I'm a person who plans, and the example he gave me was how I planned for the meeting we were having and made sure everybody was prepared. What do you think the next time I assign a project to Larry that he doesn't play that CD? When he sees me coming down the hall, the CD that starts to play in his head, Barry believes that I plan ahead of time. I'm giving him something to live up to. I'm giving him an example of what I expect. And what are the chances, without me saying a word, Larry's going to get prepared for the next meeting? Do you see it? If I pour into a person's life, if once a week I'm giving these kind of appreciative comments to people where I hold up the mirror that says, "Here's the thing I think you do best. Here's an example of it." Now I'm holding the mirror. It's going to change their life. Suppose you were working with your boss and they ask you to get something out of their office, and you go to their office and you're looking through the file cabinet and you look over on their desk and there's a black notebook with your name on it. You flip it open, and on every line, on every page, they've written down something good, only good things you've done since you came to work for them. How would you feel about that manager, that leader at that moment? I had someone recently say, "I would look for the other book." There must be another one. The truth is, you would feel very good about them. This is a gift that doesn't require a purchase order. It doesn't require a requisition slip, and you don't need permission from anyone to do it. Today, you can pick up a spiral-bound notebook or on your smartphone or on your computer. You can start keeping a record. Here's what Linda did well, and here's an example. And make sure you take time once a week to tell Linda that. And as you make this investment, as you put these CDs in their head, they're going to begin to play these, and you're going to begin to get back from the team the expectation you gave to them. In fact, this is a powerful tool that works at home. There's another part of this presentation, you'll see another video on this site, where we talk about how you use a leader's gift at home, and in that one I'll share with you how you can use this gift of appreciation. Developing and nurturing this gift means that you have to observe the behavior of the people you lead. You have to begin to look for the things they're doing well. You have to begin to record that evidence, and you have to put that in front of them. And what you're doing at this moment in time that you might never have thought about is you're teaching, you're training, you're setting an example. And that's what it takes to become a lasting leader. At leadersgift.com, we'll help you do this. There are many resources on the gift of appreciation, but it requires one thing. It requires you. You have to choose that I'm going to intentionally bring out the best in the people that I lead. Doing that will make you a lasting leader.